Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. This is the official PvP series on the small tribe servers. If you don't know about these, they're 3 times rate, maximum tribe size of 6. I know I say the same thing every video guys, but it's just in case people watch these videos on their own and not a part of the series so they know what is up and what we're doing here. So a quick little overview of the story of the last episode and the last couple of episodes. I was playing with Kishko and his boys on the island in a 6-man tribe. They decided they wanted to branch out a little bit into Ragnarok, try and get some different dinos and a variety of gaming going on. And I came over and built this little base over here on the Southwest Islands, and I started playing solo, basically just farming on my own, getting this thing done while they worked on the island. Then they decided to come and move over to Ragnarok, and as they were setting up, not in this location but another location, unfortunately they got ambushed by one of the big tribes on here, and they wiped out their base before it really got started, and they lost quite a lot of turrets. Now, to make matters even worse than that, as they were doing that and went back to the island to go and sort out the island base, they had been offline raided by the big tribe on there. And that was why they were moving to Ragnarok, or even another reason they were moving to Ragnarok is because the other big tribe and they tried to offline them, and they ended up getting offline. So they really got super unlucky. I mean, that's just like sometimes you get mega unlucky with that kind of stuff. So I've been playing on my own for the last few days. I've been over here on Ragnarok just farming away. We don't have as much as we used to have. Unfortunately, there is still some stuff like uploaded, some stuff in Palovias, so there's a lot of good blueprints around and stuff. But over here, this is basically my little setup that I've been doing, and I'm just waiting for either Kishko and his boys to want to come back and play. They're having a little bit of a break, or maybe I'll join another tribe, or maybe I'll just keep on playing solo. I don't know. I'm just waiting for this to get wiped, but either way, we'll see how it goes. Now, in the last episode, I was taming. I managed to tame myself rock elemental. I can't remember if in the last video I tamed 1 or 2, but I definitely didn't have this third one, this one that's over here. So just a little update on these ones. I've got them on turret mode here, on aggressive. They're not so bad. This one was a 140, which it wasn't bad at all. This one was a level 90. Unfortunately, they're all sulfur tamed, so they didn't really get any levels when I tamed them. So their health isn't as good as it would be if I had kibble. But I've got absolutely no chance of getting kibble right now. I've barely even got any dinos, let alone enough to get a kibble farm going. And this one was the best. This was a level 140. However, it got many more points in health than the other one did. So this one is up to 16,500 with only 1,000 XP in it. Now, unfortunately, because I am playing solo at the moment, I'm finding it very hard to level any of these, which is a shame, because if these were super high level, I could probably go and do a little bit of raiding with them, in all honesty. But I'm not doing that. When you're playing solo, obviously it's very difficult to raid and tame and farm, all of those things, and maintain the base all at the same time. So really I'm just focusing on doing the things I just like to do. I like to grind and farm, and I might do a bit of PvP once I get myself a Griffin. I don't currently have a Griffin, just some Pteranodons and Argents. It's very hard getting around and doing any PvP without a Griffin on Ragnarok because it is so big. Also got this brand new Phyla Colio. This is a absolute beast. This was a 145, and he actually came out with very nice stats. If we go into its stats here, I've only got 3,000, nearly 4,000 XP on it, and I've got it up to 5k health, the same as the other one, but because I only had to put a couple of points to get into 5k health, I've been doing all melee. And the reason I've really wanted this, I mean, I already had a Thylaco, but the reason I really want Thylacos, that they're very useful here, is that the main resource I'm finding difficult to get is cementing paste. However, of course, you can make cementing paste in the chemistry bench by combining keratin or chitin with stone, and here you can see I've got ready for another load. And the Thylaco is very good at killing things and getting chitin and keratin. Loads of things spawn around here that give you both of those, so having this has allowed me to make my own paste rather than having to go over to the dams, which can be very tricky. There's not many there, or a lot of PvP there, and every time I go out and risk a flyer, it's a bit dodgy because I only have a few flyers. So today, because of that, I want to do some taming. I want to get myself a Doed, if possible, because I need stone quite quickly. I do have an Anki, which I use with the RG to get me stone and metal at the same time. However, it would be nice to get a dedicated Doed, which would get me a lot of stone a lot quicker. So I'm not sure if I had all of these before. I think I had all of these tames before. Maybe not the Yankee. I don't know. It's hard to remember. A few days have passed since I actually recorded the last video. But we've got the Yankee here looking pretty good. Although this was super high level, it didn't get a very good roll in melee. So we're up to 450, which is reasonable. But really, for something that I think this was a 140 tame and it's got quite a lot of XP in it, it should have higher melee than that. But it is what it is. It looks absolutely awesome. It's definitely my best Yankee. The other Yankee there, not so sharp. And I've got my Ragburb here, which is my Ragnarok weight bird. This thing is an absolute godsend. If I lost this, I would be in big trouble because this thing has got a load of weight. 2,500 weight. Very, very good indeed. So yeah, I've been quite fortunate here to not get wiped. Although this was a server where Kishko and the other boys came and set up and they got attacked straight away, most people have been kind of friendly. I think because I've got a female character, some of them actually think I'm a girl. Some of them have been like asking for my Steam and all of this. I'm like, oh god, that's awkward. So I haven't really been like, I haven't said I'm not a girl, but at the same time I haven't pretended to be one. But it seems to like, seems like some people just like leaving me alone because of that in a way. So we seem all good for now. I'm relatively friendly with the tribes that are on here. I've got absolutely no interest in being super aggressive when I'm solo because there's no point. I'll just get absolutely steamrolled by the big pre-established tribes. I've also got my angler obviously, so I've got some scuba there, and this vault is doing me very well. Got plenty of metal. So really, the main thing that I want to farm is paste. So the only thing slowing me down from making an absolute ton of paste is having stone, so I need a doed. Also, I want to tame a Daedon today because that would be super useful for maybe if I get someone else on or the boys come and start playing again, I can go out with a Daedon even rock elemental combination, and that would be super good for raiding. And there was one more thing I wanted to tame today. So what we've got Doed that I want to tame. I want to tame a Daedon. I also wouldn't mind taming another rock elemental. The main bad thing about the rock elementals is whenever I put a little trap down, I make quite an easy trap. I put down just pillars and I put a foundation and a cannon, and it's very easy and quick to make. However, because it's pillars, they auto decay super quick, so I've had 2 cannons disappear on me, which is absolute rubbish because they're worth 900 ingots. So I'm gonna have to make another trap if I find another one, but I would like to tame another one. Obviously, if I see any out and about that are low level, I'll go and get rid of them. I swear there was one more thing I wanted to tame today. Oh, I want to tame a Griffin. Of course I want to tame a Griffin. I've got everything ready to tame a Griffin. I've got the Griffin trap, I've got the narcs, I've even got trank darts rather than the crossbow, so that is all ready to go. But first of all, I'm pretty sure there's a Daedon nearby. I'm going to go and try and pick one up and bring that back to tame. Alrighty, Daedon down here. One of these is level 90. Oh, 95, that would do. Absolutely perfect, not too difficult to tame, and plenty high enough level. I find with Daedons, you don't really need them super high level. Obviously, the high level the better in terms of food, but I'm more than happy to tame anything like 60 or above. Absolutely does the job, and once it's got levels in it, it's got more than enough food. I mean, I know as a solo player, I'm not exactly going to have tons of food for it anyway. So let's take this back to base, get it knocked out, and start the tame. Okay, so there's that thing down. This is actually going to take 458 raw meat. So I might go and take a look at how much raw meat I've got. Could just take a load out of the troughs. And I did throw some out the top there. If I've got enough in the troughs, I'll just in the troughs even, I'll just take that out. So let's have a little look. How much is this? Oh, 895. Right, that is fine. I've got my crossbow ready to go. Right, 458 raw meat for this thing. Okay, should be absolutely fine. Quite a nice colour as well. I think this has got one. I don't know if they're like white by default sometimes, but obviously with the event active at the moment, we get the white coloration. I think it's white, yellow and grey, and even sometimes black coloration on some of the wild dinos to represent bones for the archaeology event. So it shouldn't be too difficult to knock out. It's only going to need 32 narcotic as well once it is knocked out. So hoping for an easy tame here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, like in terms of I don't have much space for more dinos. I'm considering like expanding this spot, and that would make sense because I do have like my indie forge down here and everything, but there is a spot next to it actually, which is generally the more popular spot around here that I'm considering moving to instead, which would give me more space on the top. It's got a much bigger pillar, although the pillar is lower down. So, no, that's something to consider. Okay, Daedon down. Let's give it 450 raw meats. Let's just have a little look here. 400. Oh, there you go. 500. Right, lovely. We can put the rest away. Grab the narcotic. And this is actually only going to take 26 minutes. So I might actually sit and watch this one just to make sure we get the tag. Alright, so I'm making the saddle for the Daedon, and seeing the magnifying glass here in the vault has reminded me of the other thing that I wanted to tame today, and that is a parasar. It doesn't have to be a crazy level parasar. I mean, obviously I want a good one, but I'm not going to wait until we get one with like 35 points in health. Just any real high level parasar, mainly so I can put the platform saddle on it, because I think that will be a very, very useful thing to have indeed. So I'm going to look for one of those afterwards. I think I've got everything for the Daedon saddle in here. I do indeed. Should be a nice simple tame, and something that gets me a little bit closer to actually being able to raid people. So far the taming mission's going very, very well. Managed to find this level 140 parasar. This one's got nearly 6k weight, which means it's about average. Unfortunately, I couldn't find an above average one around. I didn't want to wait for too long. I just want something I can have a platform saddle on, because I think that would be nice, and ideally not get stuck inside it. Don't you just love arc? There we go. Right, I'm out of that. The Daedon is nearly done. It's a little bit away, a little way away still. That's a weird phrase to say. Shouldn't really say that one. It's difficult to say. And it should be fine. I've given it all the narcs it needs, so it just needs to sit there and eat now. And we've got a level 100 Doed. I didn't want to get a 150 or anything too high. I don't have any kibble for one, and also sometimes when I try and knock those out, they end up just curling up into a ball because their torpor is so much higher. But I'm not sure. I might need to get the darts as well for this, although I am trying to save the darts for the Griffin. But other than that, the tames mission is going very, very well. So let's go up. I'm going to grab myself a few darts and then get these tamed, and then after these are tamed up, I'm going to try and get myself a Griffin. It's very dangerous on these servers. They're very busy, and lots of people are constantly looking for Griffins. Alright, so Doed is out, level 100, very, very nice, not too bothered about stats. Probably will do melee, because I expect to be using this in combination with the Argent. I do like to do weight when I'm sometimes playing solo, but I think I'll do the Argent thing with this, so shouldn't be too much of a thing for me. That melee does look kind of low as well. It looks like it's got a lot of health. I don't know, I'm not actually used to looking at the health of Daedon, so that seems like quite a good amount of health. So this thing's going to take 106 berries, 112 narc, so let's get enough narc in it. Get a little bit more, and the berries shouldn't be no problem. So after this, we're going to knock out the parasar, and our Taming Dream should be coming along very nicely. Okay, parasar is down. I didn't actually want it to come down here, but it's got itself wedged up here, which is quite nice. I know the stats already. It's 5950. Yeah, 5950 health. So not too bad at all. I think this thing should be absolutely fine. So gonna look up how many narcs it needs. Go get those. And the Taming Dream going very, very well. While these things are taming out, probably going to do a little bit of farming around the base. Get me some more metal, get me a little bit of stone going for that paste. And then once these are done, we will go and look for the elusive Griffin. Well, I was out and about getting meat, and it looks like someone a little bit cheeky has killed the parasar. If that was something wild has killed it, I'm not 100% sure. But I think it was a player, although I don't know, I haven't seen anyone around here in a while. There's only one person that I know to be anywhere near this area, and I'm thinking about going and blowing them up because they've got a stone base and they've got a couple of pteranodons, and it might just do me a favour just to get rid of them, stop things like that happening. Because obviously they are the most likely candidates. But the Doed tame's going absolutely fine, as you'd expect. I might try and get a C4 going quickly just to go wipe those dudes and give me one less thing to worry about. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to drop this Phyla on there and see what happens. See if stuff's on neutral and what have you. Oh, there's one pteranodon up here. Interesting. This guy's obviously not here. Now, I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't this guy, because I saw a base that was nearby that got blown into, obviously with C4. So it's making me think maybe it's not this guy. I don't know. Let's just... Oh, man. I mean, either way, leaving your stuff out like that was never going to be good. I don't imagine he's actually got anything. Maybe I'll just set him back a little bit by letting this stuff kill his birds. I won't blow in and blow the base. Don't know if he's around, or if any of them are around. I think that's a bit of lag there. That's why nothing's happening. But yeah, I might just let wild dinos kill his birds. Just to set him back a little bit, just in case it is this guy, but not totally wipe his stuff. Ooh, apprentice saddle. Not bad, I'll take that. Berry slut. What a name. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to go full blown and wipe the base. I did make some C4, but like I say, I'm not 100% sure it was this guy, so I'm not going to be as harsh as I could and wipe the base and everything, but we'll at least set him back a little bit. And that's the final Pteranodon down. I don't really feel too bad about this. I mean, having people around my islands is not ideal. Let's just see if there was a decent saddle on this one as well. No, just a normal saddle. I think we'll take it anyway, though. We'll save us having to make one. Didn't have to use any of our C4. We can leave that for another time. So, I don't know. It's good news at least. Not super good, because I'm not sure if it was him. But it's good that there's someone a little bit set back. I don't like to be too harsh to people, especially if they're building up. But in general, the whole fact that my parasite that I found and knocked down got killed kind of put me in a bit of a bad mood. So, you know, it's like, you know, you get put in a bad mood and all of a sudden you become really harsh. But anyway, go back to base, check on the doe head. Once that's done, we will go and try and find ourselves a griffin. So the doe head is ours, absolutely beautiful. Gonna go on a stone run to end all stone runs and then head out and look for a griffin. Okay, I've been looking for a while and I found a 135 right here. So what I want to do is try and get it somewhere hidden before I tame it. So we've either got these redwood trees, which is a possibility even though there's a tribe where I'm aiming over there, or we've got that cave over there. I'm thinking the redwood trees might be an easier place to get it to. It's just down here, not far from it. Sometimes I've tried kiting these things. They've been a real pain. So yeah, let's try and put it maybe here should be okay. I mean, if these guys find me, you know, they find me, these things happen. Let's just try and get this down. 4 should be enough. Done this plenty of times before. Okay, looking at this, I'm slightly worried this is too wide. I don't think it is. Yeah, the Pteranodon only just gets through, so I don't think the Griffin will get through. But we're going to give it a go either way. And if I don't get this Griffin, at least it won't be because I didn't try. Get the doors on. Alright, beautiful. Let's try and get it in here. I don't have any rare flowers, which would make it even easier. But it shouldn't be a massive problem. God, these things are scary, man. Forget, I haven't had one in a while. Right, here we go. Hopefully it can't get out. Close the door. Alright, we're looking good. Let's start knocking it out. Okay, finally it's out. Jeez, I got a little bit worried there. Now, I don't think I've got any narc on me. Nope, so I'm going to head straight back. Get myself the narc. Grapple myself one of my ovis. And then head back over it. Hopefully it doesn't get aggroed by anything that's there. Shouldn't do if no one's in render. Nothing bad should happen. So it's just all, hopefully things go my way. Well, this is not ideal, but I didn't have enough narcotic to actually tame the thing. Oh my word, should check that beforehand. I just need 100. Oh, it won't take long here at all to make that. Got some preserving salts on me. I'm actually going to try and grapple. Let's take a little bit more than 100. Actually, no, 100, because if I can't do it with that amount, then I'm screwed anyway. Right, a little bit rushed here. I'm kind of leaving a few things in the open here at base. I'm going to have to actually take my female ovis, but it's not really a problem. These things spawn all the time. Hopefully this actually connects, and it looks like it has. Right, take this with me. Yep, right, okay. Right, let's head over there. I think I can barrel roll with this on me. Yep, that's fine. Okay, right, let's head back over there. Alright, well landing seems to have made my Ovis ungrapple and it has gone who knows where. I just took off, I saw it in the background like flying up in the air here and it's completely disappeared. Oh my word, my Ovis has disappeared. That sucks. We're going to have to go to plan Z. I might be able to find that Ovis again, but we're going to have to go to plan Z, or plan Z, as you Americans might call it. Where the heck has it gone? It was literally there, I took off, and then it flew into outer space. Right, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to go and kill my prize sheep, which sucks, and use these preserving salts to make it last long enough. Not ideal at all, but it's going to have to be done, I'm afraid. Oh, man. That really, really does suck. Hopefully I'll be able to find that Ovis again, but I don't have the time right now. I need to get back to that tame and get the narcotic in it. But I think I've just about got enough time to get back here. Get the mutton. I think the mutton with the salt should last an hour inside this tame. There's enough meat inside this tame for that not to be a problem. So let's do that, and hopefully it all goes well. Well, I found my Ovis. Yikes. Well, I think I found it. It's still landing. Oh, there it is. Right, okay. Well, at least I can get that on the way back. I'm full of mutton right now with salt on me, which is going to last over an hour. So we're all good right now. The only real problems we might have is someone finding the tame that I've knocked out, or maybe a wild carno or something that I did see around there. If that thing attacked it, I'll be so gutted because I've just killed my best Ovis so that I can potentially tame this thing. But it'll be worth it if it all works, because obviously 1-3 Griffin will be my best tame that I've got. Okay, we are back. Thing seems to be fine. It's still asleep. Have a look at what its torpor's doing. Right, its torpor's fine. Right, so I want salt for the Griffin. I want like 20 mutton. Oh, nope. Forgot you have to actually click off before you start transferring. 20 is enough. There you go. All of that is fine. So we'll put the salt in there. The mutton. And yeah, it's got over an hour on it in there. Okay, so that is all good. This is looked after apart from the torpor. Oh, I can actually feed it all of its thing now because it's only going to be 4,000 worth and it's down. Yeah, okay, so let's feed it its narcotic. And all of this should be enough to tame it. So now it's just a case of not being found, really, and nothing disturbing us. I'm going to keep an eye here. I could make some spikes. I think I'm going to make some spikes, seeing as I've got a bit of time. Oh, I don't have a hatchet, though. I'm making spikes with a freaking pickaxe. It's not ideal, but I'm going to do it. Ooh, a little pile that's steaming. Anything good? Oh, that is actually really nice. I need that for I'm living. Thank you very much. Little pile of bones. First decent thing I've actually found in those. Jeez, looking at this and doing the spikes. It's actually going to be a real pain to, like, get this bit guarded off. I think I'd have to put spikes all the way around here, and it's been a massive annoyance because I don't have a hatchet. I've only got the pick, but I don't know. I've got time to spare, so I should really at least try and spike it off. Okay, so this is now spiked off from wild dinos at least. Obviously, if a player comes along, they're probably not going to have much trouble getting to it. So now it's just a waiting game. I'm just going to have to pray that the Ark gods like me today and that no one comes along and disturbs my Griffin. Well, of course, looking at the dodo decks, apparently I've got a high oxygen bird, or well, I guess Griffin here. Is this a bird? I don't know. A creature, at least. And the good thing, though, is there also seems like it's very high stamina. Now, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out, because I think when they did the nerf, what they did is they, like, nerfed them not just pre-tame, but like how they tame as well. So the stats are a bit weird on the calculator. Either way, we'll have to see. I don't think that's bad stam, but I'm not sure if that's going to drop or go up once it's tamed. I know I'd definitely like to get at least 1,500 stam in my Griffins, if not 2. But what I can do now is sit tight and wait. Okay, this Griffin should be coming up any second now. It's been nice and quiet around here. The Ark gods have looked down favourably upon me. But now we've got another question. We're not out of the woods yet. We need it to pop up, and we need to get it out of here. Ideally, I'm thinking about uploading it the green orb. I'm that kind of scared, but I mean the base isn't too far away, and there it is. Let's have a quick look at its stamina and its health. What are we looking at here? 4.7 health. That's okay. 700 stam. Well, at least the stam went up. I don't know how good that is. Oh, and he ate the last bit of raw mutton as well. What if his food went down suddenly? Oh, it's because it went up because he got tamed, obviously. So let's get 6 out of 6 salt in there. We'll put a couple of raws in here. I've got a lot of wasted mutton here, but it might last long enough for me to actually take it back to base and cook it. Not that I actually need any cooked mutton at all. Also, I've got myself a trap now down here, which is very nice. Hopefully no one blows that up. I shouldn't think they would. There's lots of traps around here that haven't been blown up. So let's go take this to the green orb. Nah, screw it. I'm actually just going to try and take it all the way back home. Shouldn't be too difficult. We'll have to see. Alright, I am going to be extra cautious and upload it here. Let's see if it's... uploadable. Griffin, upload. Yep, all I did there was some meat. Alright, lovely. So that should be all good. Got to go back to base now, and I'll download it at a drop near the base. Thanks for watching today's episode, guys. I had loads of fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get every tame that we wanted. We wanted a Parasa, a Daedon, a Doed, and a Griffin. But we managed to get the most important one, which was the Griffin. The only one we missed out on was a Parasite or a Paraceratherium, and those things spawn all over the place over where I live. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to get one for tomorrow's episode. But things are looking good at the moment. Should be good for the next, day or two. Grinding out is going to make it a lot easier for me to get poly and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you do enjoy these episodes and you've got this far in, don't forget, guys, to smash the like button. I've got some more videos of mine coming up on screen right now if you'd like to watch some more content.